Welcome back, everyone. This is my second video on this channel. Today we are going to be covering another program in Excel with VBA programming once again. So here we have a super simple setup. We have an input and a counter and a big button that says operate. So this input is what we're going to be giving Excel to use as data, and we'll put that right in this cell. So let's say 10, and then we'll see what the counter does here in a second. If I hit this button, boom. Okay, so what this program essentially does is it'll determine all the divisible numbers that go into your inputted number and how many there are. So for example, I put in 10. There are 4 numbers that are equally divisible into 10. 10 divided by 1, 10 divided by 2, 10 divided by 5, and 10 divided by 10. There's no remainder with these numbers. That's what it's finding. And then it'll list how many there are here. So say we input like a big crazy number. There we go. And it'll just go on and on and on. It'll list everything in this one row, in row 11 right here. Let's bring it back. Let's just clear everything. Okay. Now, let's take a look at the code. So, starting off, of course, we have our button here, initialized. And here we're setting a variable n1 equal to the range of b9. b9 is our input right here. So this is just our user input. n1 equals range b9. Now, range b10.clear contents, this is just going to be clearing whatever's in this counter box here. And rows 11.clear contents, that's clearing everything in row 11 right here. The reason we put that there is, say for example, I put 5 operate, and then I put 10 operate. It'll automatically clear and rerun the program, so it brings me the most updated version. So say 300 now, operate, just like that. And say I want to bring it back down to 5. There we go. It's just deleting it and then rerunning the program to get you the desired number that you have inputted. Now we're going to start a for loop. And to start a for loop, we're going to start with for, and then we're going to give it some conditions. So I equals 1 to n1 divided by 2. So I is a variable we're setting here. We're starting it at 1, and we're going to have it run until our inputted number divided by 2. So say, for example, I have 20 here. This is going to be running from 1 to 10, essentially, is what it's saying. 1 to 10. Now, if our number is divisible by I, now keep in mind, I is running a cycle. It's going to be continuously going through our numbers. So right now, it's going from 1 to 10 we had. So half of 20 is 10. It's going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's going through all those numbers to see what is divisible and what's not. So now mod is the keyword when we're working with remainders in division. So for example, say I want to determine that, or rather in our case here, we want to make sure there is no remainder. So we have it set equal to 0. So we're checking to see that our input number divided by the number that the cycle is currently on has an output or a remainder of 2 when it's divided. So if there is a remainder of 0 after this division occurs between our input and the current number that our for loop is running on, then we'll set range b10 equal to range b10 plus 1, which is our counter here. It'll just be adding 1 continuously. So this will go 6, 7, 8, 9 for as many outputs that we have. Then we have call equals range b10. So we're just setting another variable here equal to our counter box here, b10. And then here we're saying cells 11, so this is pertaining to row 11, then call equals I. So our counter would be inputted here, and this line right here will be filling up our entire row 11 with all of our inputs here. So any input we get, it gets thrown into here. See how it says equals I? This is taking any number that passed the if test here. So if it was divisible and there was a remainder of 0, it would then come to this stage, and then it would get filled into our row here. And then we'll end our loop. Then after the loop, we have one more run function. We have our same range b10 equals range b10 plus 1, and then call equals range b10. This is the same line as up here. And then lastly, we have cells 11 call equals n1. Now this line is almost exactly the same as this line up here, except for the fact that we have it set to n1 instead of I. Now we have it set to n1 because every number is divisible with itself. 20 is divisible by 20. You end up with 1. So once we have our list here, the very last number of our list, once there is no more divisible number that the program can find, it'll then put a copy of itself at the very end of the list. Hence the n1 here. And that's how this program works. So say for example 50, operate, we still only have 6. Say 80, operate, we have 10. And then at the very end we have 80. And then say, well, it'll work for any numbers. 25, operate, 25. 12, operate, 12. So you see how it works. It lists all the divisible numbers, and then it'll list itself at the very end once there are no more divisible numbers. And that is how it works. Thank you for watching my second upload here, and I've actually opened up a line and a communication for custom Excel orders. So if you need some kind of spreadsheet done or anything related to VBA or Excel, please let me know. I'll have my information on the video and in the description. And if you need anything whatsoever, go ahead and let me know, and we can work out a rate, and we can partner together for whatever it is you need. I'll also leave some links below if you'd like to check out some social profiles that I also work on as I am a freelancer. I'll do that as well. And don't forget to ring the bell on my channel so that you don't miss out on future updates like this. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.